The last element of the Mudansha curriculum are the Nage No Kata. In fact, when we go back in history, you'll find the Nage No Kata originated in judo with Dr. Yoshukan. However, Funakoshi Sensei, when he first went to Japan to demonstrate Okinawa Te, as it was called at the time, karate, he demonstrated in the Kodokan, the famous judo school of Dr. Kano. And Dr. Kano, upon watching Funakoshi, wanted to extrapolate a number of our karate techniques into the judo curriculum. So in fact, when you look at judo with the Nidan, Sandan, Yandan curriculum, you start to see elements such as front kick, side kick, knife hand strike. These all came from that original visit with Dr. Kano and Funakoshi Sensei. However, we did the same. We also extracted some techniques back ourselves, and in the Yoshukan system, we have the Nage No Kata, which are 20 basic throwing techniques. 5 of them for a head punch, 5 for chest punch, 5 for low punch, and 5 against kicking attacks. And same thing as the previous exercise. I won't do these full speed, full power, but I will go through them with an explanation of each of the movements so that you understand how to practice them yourself. Senpai Drescher gets his distance for Jolensky, head punch. And the very first movement as it comes in, there's a slight Tai Sabaki off the line of the attack. Notice the elbow is higher than the hand. The reason for this is if I do a blocking motion from here, not only is that backhand still alive and still able to hit me, but there's been no kazushi, there's been no breaking of my opponent's balance. So instead of moving below the elbow from here, and now when I step, the opponent's balance gets broken. I have no need to use this hand. All I need to do is drop down, shikodachi, and then finish with a punch. Movement number 1. Movement number 2 is the attack comes in. Now it's the right hand that blocks. In this case, we're going to spin it around because again, we want to kill that backhand up under the elbow and then spin down and roll. As I mentioned earlier, do not let go of that hand because you want to finish the opponent when they go down. Let's do that motion one more time with speed. One of the critical elements of Nage No Kata is not to stop motion. If Senpai Drescher did his attack, I did my block, and now we've stopped, then he has another attack on its way. I haven't been able to take advantage of the momentum of that attack. Instead, as that attack comes, I want to do the throw as all part of the same motion, so that I can use my opponent's momentum and speed against him. Number 3 is much like number 1, except here we're going to take advantage of the backhand, which is 1. We'll bring that hand around, but in this case, stepping forward, and if you look closely at my stance, you'll notice I'm in a Zenkutsudachi, and this hand goes deep, so it locks in. Once I have my opponent locked in the Zenkutsudachi, all I need to do is turn my back toes into shikodachi. There's the throw, brace the arm, and then hit the opponent. Number 3. On the 4th attack, we're back to the right hand, inside, up. In this case, same thing. Brace the elbow behind the back. If I do it on the side and I pull this hand down, we're bipeds. And one of those feet is already bracing. So what I need to do with Senpai Drescher is move his balance between the 2 feet and then pull that hand straight down in the middle of those 2 feet, pull him over, and then be prepared to finish. And then number 5, as the attack comes in, I'll go slowly at first, catching the momentum. Just go slowly, please. You'll notice the Tai Sabaki off the line of the attack, hand palm up. Back to that L shape, palm up, and now continuing the momentum of that hand, down, drop the weight, and then through and finish. Series 2. Series 2 are now 5 chest attacks. Senpai Drescher will get in his distance. In this particular instance, it's a Tai Sabaki, a half turn to the outside, a sweeping block from here, and now moving straight into the opponent, Zenkutsudachi, same thing, hooking the head, drop down, shikodachi, throw the opponent, in this case, brace the elbow so we don't have to worry about either hand hitting, and finish. Notice the Senpai Drescher gets up, he always spins, points his feet in my direction so I don't give him an opportunity to attack him from behind, and then when he steps up, he steps out of range, never in range. Proper Zenshin, which is finish, how we get up properly. The next move, in fact, let's go to the other side. Number 7, the attack comes in as Tai Sabaki and the hand comes on top. Notice from here, hand coming on top on the inside, and by pressing here, I've now braced the arm. By bracing the arm and putting pain, the opponent follows until we reverse the direction again into the Kotegaeshi movement. So let's do it from this angle. The whole motion as the attack comes in is over the top, a spin, and okay, hands up. Finish the movement. Okay, now the next three movements, 8, 9, and 10, all follow the same. Let's report it again. All follow the same movement, which is the attack comes in, it's Tai Sabaki from the inside, Shukauke, knife hand block on the inside of the arm. Notice how close I am. Number 8, step in, Zenkutsu dash, hook the head on the Zenkutsu dash, and now just by turning down into Shiko, throw the opponent, and finish. Number 9, as the attack comes in, same block, only in this case, instead of going around the neck, we're going close to the body. The reason for the closeness is that I want to drop my opponent onto my leg. You notice from here their weight is now balanced on my knee. Their sternum is compressed between my knees. And a dropping elbow strike to break the sternum, the leg away, and then finish with a punch. And number 10. No, it was 9. Number 10, same thing, inside chest block. Knife hand block from here. Up into the throat, pulling down, step, and then from here, circle around, throw the opponent, and finish the course. And on to series 3. Number 11 in the Nage No Kata. In fact, they recommend I do the attack on the side. Again, if you recall, one of the key principles of Nage No Kata is don't resist energy, utilize energy. So in this particular case, we're deflecting the Shiko ski with the front hand, grabbing the wrist with the back hand, dropping down in Shiko dash, and now pulling the opponent down and through, using their own momentum against them, and then finishing off. So the whole technique, the whole technique is as the attack comes in, throw, and finish. Back to number 12. Remember, attacks 11 through 15 are low attacks. Yanbarai, low attack. Now keeping the pressure, step, brace, and drop, throw, and punch. So number 12 is essentially a low block, and keep the pressure on as you hook around under the elbow. Number 13 is now the right hand, and throwing motion. Slow. As the attack comes in, using the momentum down, using that momentum against the opponent up, and throw the opponent down, and finish on number 13. Number 14, Nage No Kata, the punch comes in, step into the side of the attack, Yoko Gary, breaking the balance, step in close to the opponent, and Shukauchi, knife hand to the side of the mat. Number 15 is a complete Rinten, which is a circular technique as the attack comes in, moving to the inside of it. The left hand has an important role to play. It lifts up the arm, and then a full step in again. Watch the arms, complete, circle and throw, and punch. So in fact, just stand there for a second. See, what you're doing on this movement is stepping 1, 2, 3 to the movement, and then with an opponent, exactly the same movement, in and around, and then punch. And the final 5 techniques in the Nage No Kata are the kicking techniques. In this particular case, we do the 5 techniques out of fighting positions: a front kick, a side step, and get Yanbarai. So back again, just slowly as that attack comes in, side step, do a low attack, and then from there, hook up the legs so that you have it, then we move that into a full sweep from here, throw, and punch. Yokogari off the back leg, and in this case we don't use a back arm to block, that would be a very vulnerable position. We use a forearm sweep, so as that side kick comes in, the forearm sweeps it to the side, and then the back arm, as you sweep, back arm hooks, throw the opponent, let's do it in my motion. That's a sweep and up. Throw, stop! And finish the punch. Next movement is for a roundhouse kick. In this particular case, watch the hand position. Left hand goes down, right hand comes up. So essentially, between your two fingers, you have a full line of defense against the circular technique. So as the round kick comes in, block, grab, I'm going to step between the legs and throw, the opponents, and then finish with gap ski. Next movement is for spinning back kick, and in this particular case, before you throw the technique, what I'm going to be doing is moving off the front foot, not the back foot. You don't want to step into a spinning back kick. So essentially the front foot moves in, and then you do a full circle of yourself on the inside of your opponent's circle. So as they throw a spinning back kick, here, down, and then finish with the punch. Right here. The final movement is when you throw a leg technique and your opponent's touching. Right here. So for instance, if I'm moving in, angle right here. If I'm moving on my opponent, I throw, for instance, a hook kick, and he grabs my leg from here, then scissors, and finish the opponent, or from there, finish the opponent.